My camera does not like this, but I'm really liking how that looks. Hi everyone, welcome to this episode of Think, Learn, Do. I noticed my kids love to play with flashlights, and I had this random idea. How cool would it be to have a flashlight that you could change the colors? So that's what we're going to learn to do today. So I'm going to be using our handy dandy WS2812B LEDs again. We're going to put a potentiometer on there. That's how we're going to adjust our colors. And then we're going to just run it with an Arduino for this one. This is just going to be a prototype, and then hopefully later we'll turn into an actual circuit board and that my kid can try out and see what he or she thinks. So let's draw out this circuit. So we're going to have our Arduino. For now I'm just going to be powering it off the USB, so we won't bother doing that power circuit. Then we're going to have our WS2812Bs. I'm just going to use 3 of them for now. And the nice thing about these is we can pick one pin to drive the data. That's the signal for it. And then we're just going to bring the other pin to ground, and then another one to like some power. Probably just coming off the Arduino. If you haven't tried these out, they're awesome. It takes one pin to drive the data, and you can control a whole string of these. I love them. The next part of this is just going to be a simple potentiometer. So these are pretty simple devices. Basically, we're going to use one of our analog inputs on the Arduino and connect it to this the pin here that's going to give us a variable voltage reading. The other pin here is going to be connected to positive, and the other one's connected to ground. And how they work is by changing the knob, we actually change the resistance across these terminals, and it will give us a changed voltage back to the Arduino. And we can check that voltage and get an idea of how it's been turned. So hardware-wise, this is a pretty simple circuit. I was a little worried about cycling through all the red, green, and blue colors in a simple loop, but the library using to drive these, called fast LED, actually has a hue saturation value on these. And so I'm used to using R, G, and B, and 0 to 255 for each of these colors. With hue, saturation, and voltage, we can leave these, just ignore these ones, because they don't matter right now. And then just using hue, we can go from 0 to 255 and get a pretty good rainbow effect. So as we turn this knob, we can start out at 0 and just go all the way up to 255 depending on what we're getting back from this feedback. And it should be a pretty good approximation for doing different colors. Okay, let's get it built. Okay, got some lights going on here. And then I set up the code so once we go all the way to 0, or once we're not reading any values on this analog read, it turns them off. So that's the way we're going to turn off our flashlight. Let's try this with the lights off. That is looking awesome. Let me turn off the other lights 1 second. My camera does not like this, but I'm really liking how that looks. And off. You probably can't see this, but I'm just barely turning the potentiometer to cycle through these colors. So that was a fun, simple project, but I do think my kids will enjoy playing with that. So next steps on this, I'm going to hopefully turn this into something I can put on a circuit board. Probably I'll ditch the full Arduino and just try and do this with just a single Atmega chip. That's probably overkill for this whole circuit, but that's what I know, so we'll try it out. And then have this mounted on there so that they control it. So that'll be a lot of fun to try out. I can't wait to show you guys. Thanks for watching.